Have you ever listened to Chicano rap, Latin rap of any type?
Man, growing up, Lighter Shade of Brown was always my go-to. ODM, yeah.
That's crazy. I was just on stage with him the other
MC
night.
Magic, MC Magic, man. I could listen to MC Magic all day. When MB Riders and everything back in the day, that was my go-to. But MC Magic, man, that dude just flows.
So if I could ask you for a top
Baby
5,
Bash, también.
who's your top 5 then out of all the Latin rappers that you're familiar with?
It would all be old school guys.
That's fine.
I'm not as familiar with everybody because now I feel like there's a lot, just like comedy.
It's a wave.
Back in the day, there was only a handful, and now there's a lot. And the same thing goes with rap, where back in the day it was a handful of guys that you knew, and because back then it was Frost, Kid Frost, and Lighter Shade of Brown, NB Riders. God, I'm trying to think who else we had back then.
You ever heard of Brownside?
Little Rob. No, I haven't.
It's fine.
And then, of course, there's always that argument. And I had a roommate, and he was from Texas. He goes, "No, bro, but what about SPM?" I go, "SPM? I don't know what SPM." He goes,
"That's right."
He goes, "You don't know South Park Mexican?" I go, "There's a Mexican on South Park?" I go, "Is that Kenny? Which one's Mexican?" He goes, "No, man, there's a rapper. There's a rapper, man. He's the best." And I'm like, okay. I had no idea who that was, but it took a friend of mine from Texas, and he came, and he would just preach the gospel every day. You got to hear him. You got to hear him. And then, of course, then you start hearing all the back and forth, and then the backstories, and then so it kind of you got to be conflicted. Can I enjoy?
Even Fluffy heard the backstory. I like it.
It's like with anything. Like, can you still listen to R. Kelly?
I knew you were gonna go there.
It's like, can you listen to R. Kelly?
Cannot.
Well, not out loud, but every now and then, I'll be in the car, and
his mind was.
I don't see anybody watching me.
His mind was telling him no.
Yeah, but his body was telling him yes. It's hard, man. One of the greatest comedians of all time is Bill Cosby, and people are like, you have to erase him. You can't say that he was funny. He was one of the funniest comedians of all time. Now, what he did in his personal life clearly made bad choices.
I was gonna make a horrible joke.
I'm sure it would probably resonate, but you got entertainers that they put whatever it is that they put out there that affects people in a positive way. That's the part that I embrace, and clearly, the things that they did bad is the things that they did bad, and you gotta they like I got them. They messed up. It's hard. It really is, but you got to still acknowledge it.
Any new generation that you can mention? I'm not mad at you.
You know why? You know why I don't want to mention anybody from this new generation? Because I feel like everybody's fighting, and I feel like if you say one person, then it's the opposite of the Taylor Swift effect, where if you say something bad about Taylor, the fans will come after you. But on this one, if you support the wrong rapper, it's like
say who it is, and if it's polarizing, I'll take it out.
I'd rather not. I'm gonna play it safe.
Smart man, smarty pants.
Yeah. And I don't want to have to check in.